Welcome to the Ladies Lounge.
Hey, we are your hostess with the mostest. I'm your homegirl, Carmen.
And I'm your girl, Lena.
And as you can see, she over there popping them bottles.
I'm trying to. I'm struggling.
I think I'm a little dehydrated. So today, I'm going to do my Gatorade. I think I'm dehydrated because I haven't been doing enough water like I normally do. It's hard to consume more water now that I'm at home and I don't know. I have excuses.
That's funny.
But like, I don't like normally when I'm working from at work, like if I'm at work and, I'm always out and about, I'm either at a meeting, in the studio, in the production room, I go to remotes, I do different things. So I'm always, drinking water. Right. But because I'm home, like I'm not doing enough. Why are you laughing?
Because I'm trying to open this and I can't. And I almost had to do the no hands real quick so I could open it.
Yeah, I was like, you're about to show them an example of why they don't want to let you go. Wait, are you going to try to open it? Or
I'm trying, girl. When I tell you my arm right now is like, so I might have to do
it's not even a fucking
I did it.
No, look, Mom, no hands. Listen, Angie just gave y'all a free sample. If you want more, you can hit up her OnlyFans page. Is it fans only? OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, yeah.
OnlyFans. You can hit up her OnlyFans page. I was just talking about how I want to make a fucking page and just do my feet. Like, because mofos ask me about my feet all day, every day. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just fucking put some tahini on my fucking feet. I'm gonna start doing tricks with it and shit, fucking smoking with my toes. I'm gonna do, girl, I need the money right now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel you, because I thought about it
right now. So girl. I was talking to my friend. I was like, you think I'm fucking playing? I think I might just do this shit, because when I tell you, I get so many people ask me for my feet, and then a lot of people have asked me to pay, and I get it. There's like a thing out there where men really do this shit. Like they like, women that show their feet, and they're willing to pay for it. So I was like, me and my younger sister, because we post each other a lot, we get that a lot, and I was like, bitch, I think I might.
You should. Yeah, I've actually been, I won't show them right now, but I've been told, like, I got some cute feet. So I'm like, you know what? Might as well, girl.
Me.
Not at all.
I'm
here for it.
Bare feet too, because quarantine. So y'all getting this bare fucking feet. No, but I was really thinking about it. So I don't know, because man, Cardi B just joined the OnlyFans hype too. I think she said she just partnered up with them. So now she's on that thing, but she's supposedly just going to be sharing. I'm like, we already seen the nalgas and the chichis, so I'm sure it's not going to be anything crazy. And I'm sure she's not going to fully get naked. I think she's established that that's not going to happen. She basically said she's going to start talking about all the rumors, like every rumor that comes out about her. She's going to be addressing bullshit that she sees. So, and I think it's good. I'm like, I like watching Cardi B when she gives us, what she thinks about certain things. So I think she's good. She's about to make money. She's about to make money with that.
I love my Libra sister. She's a Libra too. So I was at a party one time, and I'm just being me, and you know how I am when I'm around people. I like to crack jokes and all that. And right before I left, this girl goes, "Hey, what's your sign?" And I was like, "Why?" And then she's like, "You're a Libra, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, how you know?" And she's like, "Cause man," she's like, "Libras just love to entertain. They love to be funny. They love to get a crowd going." And I was like, yeah, that's so funny. She's like, yeah, you reminded me of Cardi B. And I was like, damn, I was being that ratchet.
Right. You were up here, girl. When she compared you to Cardi, that's what you think when you saw me? No, but I think honestly, to me, I'm like, first of all, I think it's disrespectful when people are like, I remind you of Cardi. I'm just like, yo, people don't realize Cardi is smart as fuck. So
yeah, she is.
One thing I admired about her from the beginning was that she didn't let the fact that she has an accent stop her from shit. She didn't let her crooked teeth stop her from shit, because that was all the hate she was getting. You sound ghetto. You sound this. You look that. And I love it because it just goes to show that when you have a great personality, you could literally sell everything and anything. And so she was, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying we're over here. But I feel like people are so quick to judge, but there's so many more people that actually fuck with it. So it just overweighs it, you know?
Exactly.
And I've always loved that. The one thing I think I could relate to her for sure is the fact that when I first got into the industry, you know, I didn't have many women to look up to, or yes, to look up to, but not to like help me, because it was mostly men. I had pictures when I started radio where literally it was like, at some point it was just me for a while. So I had to learn shit on my own, and I was already a fucking tomboy, so it didn't help, you know? And so sexy wasn't my thing. It still isn't. It honestly still isn't.
It's weird you say that, because not only because I'm your girl, of course I'm gonna hype my girl up, but so many guys, even my brother was like, damn, Carmen's fine. I'm like, yeah, duh.
No, but it's true that I see it like in my comments and stuff, and I'm just like, I appreciate it, because that's not what I was going for. So if you think, I mean, there's times that I try to go for it, and you know when I try to go for it.
You know what, though? And I'm here for all of it. And I think women need to take more time to feel sexy and to feel confident and to feel beautiful. Because we were just talking about this, how like I lately have been getting a lot of attention from, you know, certain men, because they see the glow up and they see me posting, and they see, you know, so to me, I'm like, I'm no different than what I was, you know, a few years ago, as far as like my confidence level. However, you know, the glow up is real, and they're starting to see that. And it's because I'm starting to take care of myself more, and people take note of that. So I think women in general need to feel, whether it's on social media or whether it's privately, like, girl, make sure you look in yourself in the mirror and be like, you fine. You fine.
Like, here's what I do. I'm gonna be honest with you, ladies. I'm gonna give you my tip. I fake it till I make it. And so when I don't feel my sexiest, I find what I like in myself, and I'll roll with that. So one of the features that I like about myself is that I have big eyes, right?
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Big brown
beautiful
eyes.
Brown eyes.
Okay, thank you. So there's not much. Like, I hate my nose, because for those who don't know, I broke my nose. So like, I've always had a thing with my nose. And plus it runs in the family. You know, Mexicans are hella hard on us. So like, my fucking parents and my family, my cousins, they always had jokes. They still to this day have jokes. But it's not been my favorite, but I've learned to eventually like embrace it. So now like I use it against my fucking parents. I'm like, at least my shit broke. I ain't got that bone y'all got. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's made me tougher. So shout out to my cousins. But I think what it is I like, it took for a very long time to be like, okay, well, I look good today, I'm gonna take a picture. Ladies, take them fucking pictures when you feel good. And if you don't feel good enough to post it, save that fucking photo and post it a different day. You know how many times I've done that? Okay. So fake it till you make it. And it's okay, because the people on the other side don't see that. They don't know that. And so sometimes we don't need validation, but we do, if you know what I mean. Like we feel like for anyone to say you don't need validation, like, it's not true, because let's be honest, we've all at some point have asked for it for one way or another, whether it's for a like, you feel like shit, you want somebody to compliment you. That's a normal feeling, you know. For you to say you get all these likes and they don't mean shit to you, that's not true. Like, we sometimes want that, and it's okay. It doesn't have to become your obsession. Now that's when you hit, you know, you hit a different level of like depression, or you really got to look into yourself when you only feed off of that. But it's okay to like feel sexy sometimes, and you think you look good, your eyebrows are popping that day. Take a fucking photo, post them fucking selfies, ladies, because you got to fake it till you make it. At some point, eventually you'll feel good about yourself, and yes, getting them likes at that time, you're like, man, this photo really was popping. See, like, it was worth you know, taking it whenever you felt good. So it's okay to do that. And like I said, sexy has never been my thing, but when I see it a lot, it does make me sometimes want to put on my fucking makeup. Like, all right, I gotta look cute because they expecting it now. I'm just kidding. But You know, like it does give you some sort of motivation to look better, you know, for
Yeah.
yourself. I think there's no better competition than for yourself. Look better than what you did before. I go back to like my Instagram shit. I shouldn't say that because they're probably going to go all the way down. And then I look back and I'm like, oh, look at my eyebrows, whatever I had. And like, or your makeup, right? You're like, oh, I was hella oily. So
right.
like you look back and then you're where you're at now, you're like, damn, I have grown. You will see your transformation. But I'll tell you what, from back then, I was faking it till I made it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Sometimes you got to do that. So
I think for me personally, because I fluctuate so much with weight, you know, you can
Same.
see it. Like you can see it. So, you know, there's times where I don't feel so confident in myself because I'm overweight.
Right.
And I really learned to just carry the weight and flaunt it. You know, I have friends that are plus size models and they are gorgeous. And I see how confident they are.
Isn't it beautiful to see that confidence? Like,
yeah,
I admire that so much.
Yeah, so I definitely have taken a page from their book and have learned to love myself no matter what size I am.
Yeah.
But overall, you're right. Like when you're feeling sexy, like just do it for yourself, even if it ain't for the gram, even if it ain't for nobody else. But even if you want to put it on the gram, and even if you have a friend like me hyping you to shake your ass and drop it like it's hot, you know.
You did that. That has helped a little bit. That has encouraged my ratchetness to come out from time to time.
You're welcome. That's what I'm here for.
But it's needed, you know? Like how many times have people, this is like, it's even a meme of how girls go to the bathroom. It's like, we all seen that one girl that's like complimenting you. Fuck, thanks to those girls. Like, thank you, because we need more. Even if they're fucking drunk and they probably didn't mean it, it's still, you can't say it didn't feel good. Like,
right.
Those compliments from other women mean so much when another woman compliments you because, you know, you worked hard. They admire what you worked hard for, whether it was doing your fucking makeup, your eyeliner was popping, your eyeshadow was good, your hair was good. Like, it means, like, damn, you're acknowledging what the fuck I put in, girl. You see this work?
Right.
Hour-long fucking eyeliner I had to put in. Like, so it fucking feels good. So even if it, like, it, you definitely need to have friends like Angie. Like, you need to have friends that really give a fuck about making you feel good. Because to me, like, I think you're a lot like me when it comes to, like, giving the compliments, because, you know, it makes you feel good to give it because you know it's going to feel good when they receive it. You know?
Right. Yeah. And you know, it ain't no shame in letting another woman shine and look beautiful because you're beautiful yourself. Like I don't feel intimidated by a beautiful woman. And it took me a while to feel that way. Like before I used to feel like, oh, why does she show her body so much? Oh, why does she, you know, post that? Like, why does she do this? Why? And so concerned about what somebody else is doing. And I noticed like that just brings so much hate in your heart and jealousy, and it's just an ugly way of being. But when you start praising another woman and showing her love and support, you glow a whole different way.
Because you know what you're doing? You are praising these women for certain things that you like, right? That this girl looks good, her hair is popping, her skin looks good. So then you start admiring those things and wanting those things for yourself, right? So you're like, I need to work on my skin routine because her skin is popping. I need to work on my hair because her, you know, hair is popping. So these things should be made to motivate you instead of break you, you know, instead of make you hate. But you're right. I think at some point everyone goes through that where I caught myself before be like judging, and then I'm like, am I really fucking judging? Like, do I have to bring it back to where I'm at? And it's like, it's easy to do that when you're on social media, you know? So yeah. But with that being said, we want to get into the homie shots because we have a lot of good. Actually, I think there's one I kind of want to address, but we have a lot of good questions all the time, and these are kind of fun. You know, I like that they weren't too deep because we've gone deep before.
Really deep.
But this guy, I want you to answer this one first, or I don't know if you tell me. But this guy, Game 1085, says, why do some girls look like they're checking you out, but when you try to start a combo, they act all snotty?
I think for me personally, because I'm guilty of that too, I'll be looking at a guy and then he comes and approaches me and I'll be like, I'm just playing. I was just lonely.
Bored.
Sorry.
Bored as fuck.
I was bored.
You know what?
I just wanted to see what you would do.
Here's what I think.
What?
I think that a lot of men are so quick. And listen, more power to you. Shoot your shot. You got confidence. But I think a lot of men out there, they be fucking mind fucking themselves like, oh, she's checking me out. And really they're not. And so you get disappointed and you're like, this snotty bitch. But really, she was probably looking at someone behind you. She was trying to figure, or she was trying to look at you, and don't know this to you, but she was probably looking at you trying to figure out if she knows you from somewhere. You know, something as simple as like, do I know him from somewhere? And literally for a man who's single and there's no
probably lonely,
but I'm not shitting on you because we've all been there. For a man who is in need of a woman and is looking for that, seeking that, they can easily manipulate themselves into thinking that that's what they are trying to do, you know, like, oh, this girl wants me, because in your mind you're ready for a relationship or you're ready to meet someone new, and so you get confused and you're thinking to yourself like, oh, this man, oh, this girl, I mean, she over here, let me go shoot my shot since she's looking. But really it was something as simple as that, you know, like, but hey, I would say you got to shoot your shot every time anyway, because if you don't, you're gonna lose, you know what I'm saying? You really you lose nothing in trying to. So don't call her a snotty bitch. Just say you got it fucked up. You got it wrong. You know what I'm saying? If she's acting like a snotty bitch, most likely nine times out of 10, you just got the message wrong. You just thought that she was trying to look at you and trying to flirt with you. It wasn't. Right. It wasn't what you thought, and so your first instinct is to call her a whatever. You know?
Right. I probably had something in my eye. You know, I probably might mess around and was like. Yeah. And he thought I was batting my eyes at him. And it's like, no, honey. You know what I've gotten? I've been too nice sometimes. Like, you know, when somebody sends you a DM and you want to be nice and you'll be like, thank you. I appreciate the compliment. Or somebody comments and you're like, thank you. They take that to the 10th mile.
Oh, you're welcome, like, baby. You know, I got to let you know, Purple. You're looking good today, Purple. I'm just like, bruh, it could have ended. It could have ended right there. Like,
that's it. Just thank you and call it a day.
That's it. But yeah, that I think that's hella fucking annoying. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you, unless like because there's times where we do want more than just that compliment. And you're like, damn boy, like I was feeling you. That's how you got. So it's like, it's always a hit and miss. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always a hit and miss. So you just never know. Yep. In my opinion, I would say, why not go for it? You know what I'm saying? Like, find out if it's true that she's checking you out, but also be aware, like, is she checking me out or am I tripping because I'm over here hella desperate? We've all been there, men and women. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad, fellas. Okay, so I don't know. I don't want to put this dude's name on blast because I don't want to put him on blast. But he says, can you get me a date with Erica?
He's still trying.
He's still. That's why I didn't want to say his name because that's fucked up. He said, still trying. Okay, our homegirl Erica, she was on a couple episodes ago. If you go back, you'll be able to see. But I'm not going to speak for her. I'm going to just say she's a little occupied right now. If you listen to the last episode, go back and listen. She's a little busy.
It's episode 5. It's episode 5. And I know that because I just told somebody, I referred them to that episode because that's when we talk about me being no hands and episode 5. At 34 minutes, yes. I had to tell him, you ain't know about me? You better ask somebody.
You better ask somebody where I got this nickname from. But yeah, I'm sorry to break it to you. I'm going to let her break it to you because we're going to have her on again. I just don't know when, but we're going to set that up because we need an update onto where she's at right now. I just know she's occupied. So I'm sorry, but I appreciate you for listening. I appreciate you for supporting us. And hey, like I say, shoot your shot. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Nobody here to judge you. Fellas and men too. Like I always feel people that shit on people for shooting a shot they're just straight up haters because there's no way you could ever win in life if you don't try. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You only miss the shots that you don't take. So there you go.
That part. I was trying to think of that saying and I couldn't. It wasn't coming to me. But with that being said, you had a good question that I know you and I talked about this on the phone, and I was like, save it, with a friend of yours who asked you about ex being friends.
Being friends with an ex, yeah. So I have been getting hit up by a lot of exes lately, and I think that some of them, and all of them aren't like ex like relationships. Some of them are like ex booze or ex entanglements or whatever. But I can be cool for the most part with them. It's when they cross that line of bringing stuff up from the past. Like, there's a lot of times where I don't even want to address that and almost act like it didn't happen because it makes things awkward sometimes. Like, I don't want to look a man in the eyes after he's, you know what I'm saying? So, so there's certain situations that I don't even want to revisit. So the question was basically, can you remain friends with an ex? And I mean, my personal experience with it is it's possible. I think it definitely takes a level of maturity and understanding and respect of boundaries. And I think just overall, you have to be able to be cool with seeing them with somebody else and vice versa. Because I'll tell you right now, ain't not one of my exes am I worried about. Like, I can see them with one of my friends and I'll be cool with it. Put it that way. Okay, I'm happy for you guys. That's how over them that I am at this point. But there's some people that can't see that. You know, they wouldn't be able to see me with somebody else. Men tend to be a little more territorial than women are.
Yes.
So I know that if I tell them like, oh yeah, I am dating somebody, they'll be like, you know, they get an attitude about it.
Right.
But as far as being friends, I guess it depends on how deep you were with that person, how deep they went into you, how
that part. What you may have touched while you were in there. You know what I'm saying?
Because if you hit a different spot, right?
You know
if you hit a different spot,
I'm gonna remember you.
Crazy.
I'm gonna remember you. No, I think honestly, we've touched on this before about being able to be friends and cordial with an ex. It's all about maturity and what you can and cannot handle. But I think when it comes to friends, there's different levels to that shit. Because when you've already slept with someone and you've been intimate on that level with someone, it's hard to continue a friendship when you've moved on. Like, for instance, there's no way I can invite, even if because I have a lot of, you know, ex boos or whatever that I dated, that there's no bad feeling, there's no beef, it's not anything negative between us. But do I need his friendship? No. Especially while being in a relationship. There's just, out of respect, I wouldn't do it for my man. You know what I'm saying? It's not like my man's like, you bet not. It's just I choose not to do that. But it's something that I chose to do because I'll tell you what, I probably could, maybe because I can't handle that with him. So I would expect that he'd do the same for me. So there is a way to be cordial, but the whole texting back and forth, I think it occupies that time of you being able to move on. So for instance, I think it's toxic for you, Angie, like for my friend Angie, to be friends with someone who they've had a past with, because it's occupying the time. I try to remind Angie that her time is sacred. So you have to allow the good men to find you. You have to allow someone that's going to be good to you to find you. And when they find you, you don't want to have this extra baggage because it's unnecessary. You could still be cool, text each other from time to time, but if they're occupying your time and you feel it in you that they kind of want more, they want to get that little entanglement again, then to me, I just think it's not just a friendship. That's not what they're genuinely there for. And here's the thing. They could possibly not be doing that going into it. They're not trying to, I'm sure that you know, some of these exes that want to be cool with you, there's some men that genuinely are okay with cutting ties and they just want to be cool with you, not realizing they're starting to catch the feelings again and they wouldn't mind slipping in from time to time. And that's where the problem lies, because now you have to set the boundaries, right? And so now you're Angie, I'm using you as an example because you're single. You end up dating someone and then you start getting to know this person, and then this person's like, oh, well, do you have anyone? You know, the question Angie always asks, like, do you got any baby mamas, any ex-girlfriends, any neighbors that you... So then you got to ask yourself that. You know what I'm saying? You want these things. So you got to ask yourself that, like, I don't want a fucking man that has anything, right? Right?
True, because right now I'm in the process of elimination, which means I'm getting a lot of attention from certain guys, and I know that ultimately it's not good for me. So I try to be easy about it, and I try to be like, okay, like I get that you're sorry about everything you put me through, and I get that you're trying to come back and be in my good grace, but I'm good. At the same time, though, I enjoy a man apologizing and almost begging me, to be in my life. So I almost feel like, all right, let me be nice to him just because he is being, all of a sudden he has this light on that came on and he wants to, be in my good grace. But at the same time, it's like,
then you might fall for the trap. That's where the problem lies, because at this point, I mean, you don't have someone yet. I mean, you are talking to certain people, but it's like, I don't know. I just think, to me, it's not, I don't want you to fall into the trap of falling for another no good. And that can happen when it comes to, like, feeling lonely and stuff. It's a natural thing. That's how we learn eventually to, like, let go. And, we've all been there. But I just think that's why with exes, you don't have to be friends. You could be cordial. You can reach out to each other from time to time, check in maybe from time to time. But you also, because you're single and you know what you want in a relationship, and you don't want no man to have no baggage, you got to think about that going into whatever situation you get in. You end up meeting someone, and then they're like, do you have any fucking baggage? And then you're like, well, shit, I am talking to, right. And then what? You got to go to your friend, your ex-friend, and just be like, hey, I know we're just friends, but it's not right. And, like, so it's just, to me, it's like, why? You could be friends from afar. Just leave it at that. You could be friends from afar. Check in from time to time. If I ain't doing shit, let's go grab some coffee. But at just that, a lot of the times when exes become friends, a lot of times it's easy to go back, because you and I talked about how it's easier to not add to the list and just go back and double up.
Get that throwback D.
Yeah, the throwback D.
My bad.
Your phone's like, yeah,
I gotta edit that.
Get that throwback dick. So yeah, that's why I would say maybe the whole ex thing, I don't know, you might want to pull back on that, because he gonna end up pulling you back, and that's not a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So pull one for me. But yeah, man, I want to say, with the way the world is right now, it's been crazy, because there is a lot going on in people's lives. People are trying to figure their shit out. Like, I'm still trying to get used to working from home and being home 24/7. Well, like, my mom dealt with COVID. Like, there's just a lot of shit going on. So, with that, I think a lot of people fall into the trap of feeling extra lonely nowadays, because you are just home, and the only way people can do shit is through social media, through texting, through WhatsApp. You know what I'm saying? And so you end up, right? I don't know. I don't have that. Everyone tells me about this, like, WhatsApp. My mom was like, hey, te mandé algo en WhatsApp. I was like, well, what the fuck is that? Like, what?
That's how I talk to my international bays.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Yes. So yeah, my mom apparently talks to her fucking international base too, because I'm like, why you got fucking WhatsApp? I'm gonna go look through her phone. But yeah, I think it's easy for us to, like, during these times, fall for the trap of, like, being lonely. So you end up, like, getting or diving into these toxic situations, and then before you know it, you're so fully invested in this person, because you ain't got shit else going on, that it becomes toxic.
So
I would say, just be careful. Be careful. With that being said, I want to say cheers.
Cheers to the empty cup.
I love you. Cup. She been fucking up that. You know what? Maybe you just leave it at that, because I saw you. You opened that. Look where she's at now. Okay, she been sipping. She been sipping. So yeah, cheers. And we will be back, same time, same place. Thank you guys. Bye.
Bye.